What is going on, guys? Welcome back. What a busy day. I feel like I've been recording the entire day, but I'm not going to complain. I love this. I really do. And I appreciate each and every one of you watching this video, watching the videos from before. But Amber needed a break. And if you don't recall, I've covered Amber since the origin of this channel. I will just start this video by saying this may be the worst I believe I've ever seen Amber. Amber said she would have continued this break, but she had to return for her fans. She said she's going to ramble, she's going to put on makeup, and she says that for 11 years she's done YouTube. And over that time, the breaks have become longer and longer. She said she's really bad about planning them out, she's bad about announcing them, and she doesn't expect you to understand. Because YouTube isn't a normal job, it's very hard. It's even harder based on her following. Things get heavy, things get overwhelming. She talks about how she's treated online, how it makes it worse. Makes it, quote, easier to disappear. I talk a lot about being relatable when you make content. When you talk about this as a job, you have to establish what you're talking about. I'm talking into a microphone. Amber is literally recording small clips of her day, putting them together in her phone, and uploading them. A lot of people are going to look at that and say, that's a day off for me. They're not going to look at that and say, wow, that's really hard. That's harder than what I'm doing. What you ate in a day, playing with your pets, a random holiday themed segment, going to the bingo hall, stopping somewhere to shop, in the car, that's really not the confines of a workplace. And to bridge that, Amber says she would continue her break. Or what, Amber? What is holding you back? What is YouTube doing that is such an anchor in your life? I mean, let everyone know. Because I think a lot of people, myself included, wonder how you would function with an actual job, where there was restrictions, where there was requirements, where there was times a lot of where you needed to be somewhere and you were going to do something for a set period of time. She says that during this YouTube break, she was just filming things with Tommy. She wanted to be with Tommy, and she was constantly worrying about what she should or shouldn't film, and how that might take away from the, quote, authentic moments that they have. She says, though, she was on Instagram every day, and a lot of people thought she had a strike, and she admits that she did have 2 videos removed. She said she doesn't understand, though, because the chicken was only 300 calories worth of rotisserie chicken, and of course, other people do far worse. She was singled out. She actually uses some very disparaging language against YouTube. But she does agree the 5,000 calorie video, that could have been justified. She says that the videos were removed because she had been contacted by a journalist who wanted to do a segment about how she deals with reaction channels. You know, the ones that pick on her. And she says this happens a lot. She normally turns it down. But in this case, they told her they'd already spoke to reaction channel and she was going to get her side of things out. Amber, they took your videos down because you admit it. Even in this video, you go watch her video, 6-minute, 40-second mark. You have issues. Okay, and you're very open with them, and that's a good thing. That's relatable. But outside of that, you talk about it all the time. And while those videos are not healthy for you based on your own proclamation, it doesn't give you the grounds to say that YouTube was singling you out by removing them, because you, in fact, are singling yourself out by saying you have these issues. And you can convince yourself that others might have the same issue, but they may not express it. And this is really just another example of you misconstruing others trying to help you. She goes on to say this reporter, the reaction channel combo, made YouTube, quote, more aware. It's their fault. It's their fault because all of a sudden YouTube completely unaware of Amberlynn Reid, but now fully engulfed in watching her content, every video. And that's what caused these 2 to be removed. And she says that reaction channels, you know, we all lie about her. And we lie with such confidence that people believe us. And I can't help but think, you know, all these things that she feels are really major, all these things that she feels are really significant, they are going to pale in comparison if she doesn't get her health in order. You know, again, you can go back 3, 4, 5 years. Amber does not look healthy here. She goes on to say that for October, for November, she wants to upload 3 days a week. And she's going to go back to filming the random stuff. Weigh-ins, question and answer, what she ate, challenges. everything. But she's not going to film vlogs anymore. She's had enough of filming vlogs. She says this video was to just let you know she's coming back. Those are her words. But as I said in the beginning, it's really 18 minutes of nothing. Gone for 3 weeks and returns with, next to nothing but, makeup and talking about being overwhelmed. And as I just said, I truly believe the true overwhelming is coming. To that point, she says December, Vlogmas, up in the air. She has to make that determination on the fly. And if it was up to her right now, she probably wouldn't be able to do Vlogmas because, you see, her content revolves around the different eras. And the eras are also different. 14 minutes into this, she loses her train of thought. She goes over, medicine, how she used to do her hair, how she wasn't taking care of it. She says that her New Year's resolution was to stop using heat on her hair. And she's done that. So I guess we should be appreciative that she made a commitment to get her hair healthier, and she did. She goes over the products that are so good because Tommy recommended them. They help her. And she's seen on, I'm sure, social media, other countries, they have products that she wants to try that would fix all her problems with her hair. It seems so inconsequential when you look at the situation, but I digress. She goes over that people tell her all the time she doesn't really wash her hair. And none of that matters. She does. She uses all these products. And then she admits, she's rambling. And she says people can say what they want. They can say that she wasn't filming for health reasons. They can say that she wasn't filming because she had a strike. But that's not the case. And as far, I guess, as her health is concerned, the weigh-ins are going to prove everything. I can't imagine being, at least in part, let's be honest, at least in part, dependent on YouTube for income. And then going such a sustained amount of time knowing I wasn't really generating any income. And also knowing that during that time, there's really no restriction on what I can do, right? Maybe you can't upload. Maybe you can't post. Whatever, let's just say there wasn't even a distraction. If you don't want to upload because you're concerned about reaction channels or comments, fine. You can turn comments off. That could have solved that problem, but you could also have sat there and made a backlog of content. And to that point, had you made a backlog of content, you could take a break and perhaps no one would ever know. You would think that maybe you look at Nick Ocado and maybe you say, look, he took a break for a very long time. He got his health essentially to some degree back in check. What's stopping Amber from doing the same? I think a lot of people would say Tommy. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. I appreciate you watching it. I'll be back as soon as I can with more commentary.